up? Okay. It's going to be a great Sabbath today, I know it. So happy Sabbath. Hope you guys are doing well. Today, we're going to be studying a character. I didn't know which character to pick, but I wanted to pick one because I knew I had a story of it. So we're going to be picking Peter. And there's a lot of stories you could talk about with Peter. But the one I want to talk about is a really known one. We're going to go to Matthew 14. This is after Jesus feeds the multitudes, right? In verse 22, it's a story of when Jesus walks on water. So it says, "And straightway Jesus constrained his disciples to get into a ship and to go before him unto the other side when he sent the multitudes away," right? So it goes on, and it says in verse 25, "And in the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went unto them walking on the sea. And when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, It is a spirit. And they cried out for fear. But straightway Jesus spake unto them, saying, Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid. And Peter answered and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water. How me go with you? And he said, Come. And when Peter was come down of the ship, he walked on water to go to Jesus. But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried, Lord, save me. And it goes on to say Jesus immediately. It says immediately he saved him. And the thing I want to get out of it, you can get so much things out of it, and if you get anything out of it, let me know, because maybe I missed it. So there's some points, but the focus, just taking out the sea, you know. When Peter had his eyes on God, he has eyes on Jesus. He was able to walk on water, do the impossible. Jesus says, if you have faith, you could do the things that I do, and even more. And so, when you have your eyes on Jesus, when Peter had his eyes on Jesus, he could do everything. But what did he look at? He looked at the winds, looked at the weaknesses, the problems happening, the reason why this couldn't actually happen, it's not supposed to happen. But a little secret, Christianity is not supposed to be normal. And that's supposed to be normal with everyone. It's supposed to be crazy. So this is what the impossible, the God makes the impossible possible. And so this is what Jesus is doing. He's walking on water, things that you wouldn't expect. And when Peter stopped looking at Jesus, he fell. He fell, but he said, Lord, save me, one of the shortest prayers in the Bible. And Jesus has immediately saved him. He's just trying to teach him. He says, why do you have no faith? You know, why did you look at this stuff? Just look at me. One of my favorite verses, if not actually my favorite verse, my baptism verse, is actually Hebrews 12:2. It says, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. You know, who endured the cross for us, you know, and it's a beautiful verse, and it's a beautiful principle, and a true principle that as we keep our eyes on Jesus, if we keep our eyes on Jesus, there's nothing to fear. There's no reason to fear because God is there, and there's nothing that makes God scared. There's nothing that fears him. You know, he made everything. And I was reminded of a story. I don't know. I have my Misa and Henry. If they see this, they'll know. I was at a camp recently, and we went rock climbing. We're climbing a mountain, right? And mountain climbing, right? Hiking, and we had to climb a rock, a big rock, to get on top. And so I didn't look at the way that they told me to go, so I went a different way, and it was a bigger rock, and I'm afraid of heights. I really am afraid of heights. We were really high, and I was holding on, and I was like, I just froze for a moment. I was like, wait, what am I doing? And I was terrified. I was like, Lord, it is my last time here. I'm going to die right now. I was so scared. And my friends said, hold on to that rock. Hold on to that rock, and you won't fall. Hold on to the rock. And then I held on. It was I was scared. I held on. And then later, when they got there, they were able to pull me up. And that's a kind of a metaphor, or kind of an expression, I guess you could say, I don't know how to call it, to actual life, you know. As long as we hold on to that rock, as long as we keep our eyes on Jesus and hold on to that rock, that eternal rock that never fails, that firm foundation, you know, you don't have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about. If you hold on to that rock, he's there with you. One of my favorite songs called "He Is There," you know, and it's a beautiful song. It's a very great principle that God is there even when you feel alone. I felt alone there. I don't know where everyone was at when they were hiking, but God helps us, and even sometimes he sends people to help us as well. Because if it wasn't for those people, if it wasn't for my friends, for Misa, for Henry, for their father, for God sending those people, then what would I have done? I would have let go. But sometimes he uses people to help us and encourage us. And he did that with me, St. Henry, because I was feeling so down. I felt like life was over for me. But he sent someone to help, and he always sends someone to help at the perfect times. He always does. And so my encouragement to you guys is that during the Sabbath and during every day, you just cling to God. Like I did last Friday, cling to his promises, that he is there, one of the most beautiful promises, and he'll never let you go. Just hold on to that rock, the rock of our ages, the desire of our ages. And I promise you, you won't regret it. Like I always say, you won't regret it. You just give your life to God. No, let him know that you're there. And ask for him. Test him. He's not afraid of your doubts. He's just waiting for you to just seek him. He'll give you that peace that no one can give. So I encourage you all to have that, to remember that God loves you, and that he's there for you, to keep on pushing and to keep our eyes on Jesus. To keep on pressing on his race if you're a believer or if you're not. God is still there. God has so much patience with us. The reason he hasn't came is that his will is for all men to be saved. And so I just asked you make... Oh, wow, that was crazy. Oh, that was crazy. Okay. Just keep pressing on. God is there with you, wherever you're at, whatever you're going through. Have a great day. Blessed day. Happy Sabbath. Get that rest in. Alright. Bet. Bye, GB. Bye.